Shifting gears just a little bit, we're going to talk about Brain Balance Achievement Centers, helping children who struggle behaviorally, socially, perhaps academically. Well, guess what? Brain Balance is here in San Diego, and today, to tell us more about the programs available, we have Amanda Lee from Brain Balance San Diego. Good morning, Amanda. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
So Brain Balance, this is a service, I guess, for families.
Yes.
It's been offered across the country, but it's newer here in San Diego?
That's right. We opened up in the spring.
Okay, so tell us all about this. This is very interesting. Brain Balance, what does Brain Balance do? Who is it for?
Brain Balance is really for any family, but we specifically target families with children ages 4 to 17 who are really struggling, perhaps, like you said, behaviorally, academically, socially, and those could include issues like attention and focus. Perhaps they are not comprehending reading or math as well in school. Maybe they're defiant at home, or maybe they're struggling at school but not so much at home, whether or not they have a diagnosis or a label.
That's interesting, because as a parent, my first reaction might be, well, let's go see a psychologist. Let me call the doctor. Let me get a referral. But you don't necessarily have to go that route to go to
That's right.
to go to Brain Balance.
That's right. So if you go that route, that's great. But what ends up happening is you usually get prescribed one intervention, one isolated effort or multiple isolated efforts, where at Brain Balance we do our own assessment. We're able to really get to the root of the issue, while other interventions tend to try to put a Band-Aid on the symptoms or really develop coping strategies. But we're not about that. We really want to get to the heart of what is going on, and it tends to be those disconnections in the brain and immaturities in the brain. And so in the assessment, we're able to really understand the whole child and have a whole child approach from there.
And so who are you folks? Who are the people behind Brain Balance? How do I know as a parent that you're qualified to give my child an assessment?
Yeah, so we have a really amazing team behind our home office, folks who've done the research, and we're actually in collaboration with some universities as well as Cambridge Brain Sciences in studying everything that we're doing. We've been in business for over a decade now, serving over 30,000 families, so there's extensive training. My staff in particular are really incredible. One has a special education credential, others are certified cognitive coaches, cognitive specialists, I guess. And so we are always working very diligently to understand each individual and, again, create that very personalized drug-free plan to really reach those goals that the families are wanting and coming to us for.
You know, it really is a different type of approach to this. Like I said, if perhaps you're going to your pediatrician or you're getting a referral to see a psychologist and it's not really working, this may be the route to go. Families pay for the program up front.
That's right. So during the assessment, again, we understand the whole child, and from there we're able to determine what's best for that family. You know, the program, the minimum is 3 months because it takes time to exercise the brain. We're literally trying to rewire the brain in a safe and effective manner. And it includes a lot of sensory motor exercises, very targeted exercises. We all know exercise is great for our body, but it's great for our brain too. We're trying to ignite different areas that just are quiet right now. And generally, you know, when things are difficult, you don't want to push the part of your brain, and we're helping to push it in a really fun and active way, along with the nutrition component, along with the academic component, and along with that social support as well.
A couple more things. How has it been here in San Diego? What kind of a response have you gotten since Brain Balance has only been here in San Diego a handful of months? Yeah,
it's really incredible. You know, my background's in education as well, and I came along because I knew this is a service so many families and so many schools need and just aren't around. Again, those other interventions tend to be very isolated efforts, and we are holistic, not just in that we're drug-free, but we serve it all. And so we're getting so many families reaching out to us, particularly with attention and focus. I know you mentioned that earlier. We have a very special presentation next Saturday by Dr. Rebecca Jackson, who's flying in to speak to this about with families. But we're working with school districts right now and really working with families across the county, even all the way out in Alpine and further, because there really is no service quite like us. And I'm really excited to bring it to the community and get everyone to have another option, basically. Give them another option in the community.
That's the upcoming free talk that you, you alluded to, right? How can people get more information? Do you have a website?
Yes, it's brainbalancesandiego.com. Our grand opening, like you said, is this next weekend. On Saturday, we have our special talk at 1 p.m. at Carmel Mountain Library. It is our limited seating, so please RSVP. And then we have a really amazing open house afterward at the center at 2:30. That includes food, refreshments, program specials, and door prizes. So come on by.
Amanda Lee, thank you so much for explaining all that. We'll put a video recap of the segment on our website, as well as a link to your website on KUSI.com.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so
morning.
much. Another option for families.
Yes.